Well, Black history is American history and can be found in almost every aspect of American life. The country's historically Black universities and colleges, or HBCUs, and there are 107 of them, were mostly created between the end of the Civil War and the Civil Rights Act in 1964. Their goal, of course, educating young African American people, and next week representatives from nearly 40 of those institutions will come to Brooklyn to show college-bound high school students why they should consider attending an HBCU.
Well, duh. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Brooklyn Alumnae Chapter, has hosted the Historically Black Colleges and Universities Fair for 33 years. And this year, it's being held in conjunction with Boys and Girls High and Medgar College Preparatory Schools. The fair takes place a week from Saturday, and here to tell us more is Delta Sigma Theta's Black College Fair Committee member, Taiia Smart-Young. Welcome back to BK Live,
Thank you, Brian. It's good to see you again.
Nice to see you back. Nice to meet you. Taiia, for those of us who don't know, can you give us a little bit of a background, a little bit of a history on what a historical Black college or university is?
I feel like you just introduced it. They were colleges. I mean, you did my job.
All right.
They were colleges that were founded in the aftermath of the Civil War, and the primary focus was to educate Black youths, Black Americans. And the beautiful thing is that they're still relevant in 2016, and they're still important.
Why?
Because they foster a community feeling, and you can attend a small university, you can attend a large university, public or private, and we found some of the best and the brightest minds. I mean, has anyone heard of Oprah Winfrey? Spike Lee?
Maybe.
Our own Aaron Watkins. HBCU.
Yes. Have you heard of Will Packer? Have you heard of our own 35th District Leader, Lori Cumbo?
So all of
Spelman?
these people are alumni of historically Black colleges and universities. So that just answers the question about relevance that they have today. What are some of the challenges that HBCUs are facing?
I think the challenges are about making sure that there is money to fund scholarships for students.
Mind is a terrible thing to
And
waste.
making sure that students graduate, because we push college and getting in, but to really make sure that students stay in and graduate is really important. And I think that part of the reason why we have the Black College Fair is to talk about financing college education, which is a huge component, and making sure that you understand the difference between a loan and a grant, and what you have to pay back, and how much you're taking. And I believe what Susie Orman says, if you are getting a certain kind of degree, then don't go and spend a whole lot of money on a specific college. You can find a college that's affordable. And the thing about HBCUs is that we offer many affordable institutions, so I'm proud of that. You know, you don't have to go and spend $100,000. There are other options.
Wish someone had told me that.
Oh, Melody, what do your student loans look like?
They're terrible. Anyway.
Well, and it's on that speed, the secret's out. It's not just brown people, specifically Black people who attend HBCUs.
Yeah,
They're
it's
quality
everyone.
Institutions.
Exactly.
For all walks of life.
We were primarily founded for that focus,
Right.
but we are open to everyone.
Yes, the mission continues to expand. So who are some of the folks that will be in attendance vying for those beautiful minds of Brooklyn?
Well, I think you know one person already.
Yes,
Wait,
Johnson C.
is
Smith
it school
University.
clear? Yes, Johnson C. Smith will be there. I will be manning that table, so if anyone wants to meet me and find out about my small liberal arts college in Charlotte, North Carolina, I will be there. We'll also have representatives from Howard, of course. Like, we can't get away from Howard alums, no matter how hard we try.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere, right?
Yes.
Hampton, let's see, our keynote speaker, his name is Amin-Ra Masariki, and he leads the mayor's department on data and analytics. Cool. And he is a three-peat Black college alumni. So Lincoln, Howard, and Morgan State Universities. He has degrees from all three.
Very cool.
Yes, so overachiever, some of us are.
Yes.
Wow. What else is going to be available at the fair? So are there going to be workshops talking about the financial aid stuff? Are there going to be people talking about just the process in general? I feel like applying to college just in general is so daunting.
Yeah,
we cut it up.
Right?
Yes. We cut it up into a great number of chunks of things going on during that day. And and it's from 11 to 3 p.m.
Okay.
So you can expect a panel with a great representatives from different walks of life, politics. You'll have an author, myself. You'll have business people. You'll also get the workshops talking about financial aid. We'll also talk about the transitioning from being a high school student to being a college student. Because that's huge. You go from,
and that's why you lose a lot of people.
yeah, you go from being in the home with mom and dad to being away at school and no one's waking you up. No one's doing your laundry. No one's telling you to do your assignment. I hope my son is listening.
So
I believe we have him here in the studio.
I grew up wanting to go to Hillman, watching A Different Worlds and all that jazz, but you don't have to go down south to go to a HBCU.
No. For instance, one of the oldest HBCU, the oldest HBCU, Cheney, is west of Philadelphia.
Very cool.
So you don't have to go that far.
You can still go home and do laundry on the weekend.
Yes.
You can jump on the bus. You gotta think about these. Ask my mother.
If laundry was your problem, we've got it covered.
Melody, I also wanted to include that we can't forget, okay, we do go to college for education, but there's a fun slice of life, okay? So we're gonna have Brooklyn United's marching band, which is a bunch of kids. They're going to be performing for us because everyone knows, and I know you know.
Yeah.
Football game.
Here. That's all about the halftime show.
I was going to say, the halftime show is called Fifth Quarter.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're there for the band.
I love
right?
it.
So if you miss the game, you know you got to get there for the band. So Brooklyn United is going to bring that slice of life. And of course, we're going to have sororities and fraternities stepping to represent that side of life as well. So it's going to be a fun day. It's not just going to be folks talking at you. We're going to be sharing experiences, sharing why it's important to attend an HBCU, sharing why it's important to attend college overall, but specifically talking about HBCUs.
And can we talk specifically about the full circle moment that is you being a chair of this thing for the second year?
Committee member.
A committee member,
yes.
And this is a full circle moment because you attended Historically Black College and University Fair.
Yes.
And then
this very same one.
This very same one.
Yes, is responsible for me, yes.
And she went on to be an author. We have a picture here of the fantabulous book, Famous, How to Be the Star of Your Own Show. There she is.
There's the blazer.
Yeah, there's the blazer.
This
different
is your
shirt, same blazer.
HBCU alumnus here.
Yes.
Economizing and still looking good then
Thank you,
and
thank
now.
you.
So when can folks come out for the HBCU fair?
Saturday, February 27th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Boys and Girls High School.
We'll see you there.
Thank you so much. I expect to see you, Brian, and you too, Melody. You have an invitation now.
Do it. Okay, back to this
I'm coming for the fifth quarter.
Okay.